Aloha, y'all. It is Monday, Moon Day, named after the moon etymologically, Moon Day, and esoterically it is also ruled by the moon. It is the 26th of January. Sun is in Aquarius, 6 degrees. The moon is in Taurus, 11 degrees. The sun is conjunct Mercury by 3 degrees in Aquarius. Venus is also up in that mix, conjunct Mercury by 2 degrees, and the sun by 5. Mars is at 2 degrees Aquarius. Pluto's at 3 degrees Aquarius, so Mars and Pluto are conjunct. The sun. There's a lot of Aquarius energy right now. You're probably feeling electrified at a high level, and a lot of evolution is occurring. Can you feel it? The cards we pulled for today, the Magician card. Look at all this electricity. How apropos. Very Aquarian energy card here. So the Starman in this deck, but the Alchemist, the Magician, is the card of the day. The clarifying card is the Seven of Swords, which we'll get into. And the wild card is coming from the Galactic Heritage deck. Very cool alien deck with 108 cards, a whole lot of beautiful art and cool archetypes. This is Earth, New Consciousness, present timeline. So we'll get into all that as we go. The fucking card of the day is the Magician card. I've written music to all the major arcana. I'll post the link to the song for you to listen to. Very fun, very cool, very illuminating. Check it out. But this is the Alchemist, the Starman, the Magician card. On page 24, I will blow your mind. This is about manifesting your reality. Ideas are communicated and brought into the physical world with ease. You have everything you need to create the world you desire. Right, with the moon and Taurus, we have to be telling ourselves, especially with Uranus and Taurus trining Mars and Pluto and Aquarius, with all this Aquarius energy, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Pluto, Mars, we can change the world, and we have all the tools, right, with these tools. That's why I call this song With These Tools. All the elements are there in our hands. There's nothing we don't have that will help move the evolution forward, but we have to have eyes to see. You have everything you need to create that new world you desire. Reconfigure yourself in liberating, expressive, and complex ways. The Starman, the Magician, right, is an attractor field through which we can observe the self we believe to be true. We are being invited to see the inherent nature of the human condition and look at what has been fashioned by culture through the ages, the beliefs and value systems we have simply adopted. With all this revolutionary energy, we're questioning if the emperor has any clothes and where we ourselves are fooling ourselves. So we won't get fooled again, right? Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. The cycles continue, but we can become aware of it in a higher perspective. That's what this is all about. His glorious presence awakens us to see another realm entirely, and in that resonance, seemingly irrefutable facts are seen as fictions. We see the Starman bringing the seed of transformation to the world, carrying the weapon that compels us to self-destruct in the one hand, Chiron and Aries, and the golden key that unlocks our supreme potential in the other, Uranus and Taurus retrograde, trining Pluto and Mars in Aquarius. The luminous one descending to earth with his arms outstretched, the alien Messiah, very Aquarius sun. A vision of ecstatic color, light, and fire, molecular worlds streaming, tendrils of life-giving substance, traveling through space, surrendered in time, ripples in the exosphere, his presence shimmering with ancient symmetries, waiting for the moment to reveal his power because he knows it will blow our minds. North Node in Pisces, Saturn and Neptune conjunct in Pisces. Neptune is about to enter, it's in the last degree of Pisces, it's about to enter, I think, today or tomorrow, Aries. So we are really in a very transformative moment, guys, no joke. A palpable sense of creative potency hangs in the air, a hidden potential demanding to be realized. The dissolving of the Starman's solid form into the golden pool of liquid light, the sheer willingness to melt himself down to be reborn as something fresh, something new, but containing all of the elements woven from the past, is a powerful metaphor. How do we take what we've, evolved through and charge it into a new evolution? Kind of like Frankenstein. All these body parts, now that they were dead, tie them together, sew them together, what do you got? Bippity boppity boop, Frankenstein, a new thing, right? We, too, can place the personality and the various jaded facets of ourselves into the flame of the creative fire to be reconfigured in ever more liberating, expressive, and complex ways. Mercury in Aquarius, conjunct Venus in Aquarius, the Sun, Pluto, and Mars conjunct in Aquarius. So we're remixing, reinventing, redoing, edit, undo. We must throw ourselves into the white-hot flame, and despite this heat and sheer intensity, know that we can never truly disappear. To boldly confront fear of destroying that which we cherish, something complete and comfortable, with great intrinsic value, and yet be courageous enough to break it down, right? It's like taking a Fabergé egg and knowing there's 20 million diamonds inside. It's like the Fabergé egg is beautiful, and we like it, and we've had it in the family for years, and then we crack it open, and we go, oh my gosh, there's so much more value inside, but we had to take the caterpillar and make it a butterfly. We had to transform it. To trust the starman as he propels us towards the possibility of discovering what we didn't know, Mercury and Venus conjunct in Aquarius. Revealing the raw components of life, Moon in Taurus, with all of the thoughts, frailties, passions, and anxieties which can now be transformed and recombined into something powerful, impactful, and extraordinary. He knows power does not come from him but through him, and he wields it with absolute integrity, creating something magical out of nothing. The Starman offers us the elixir, a constant visual theme and quest in this guy, David DeAngelis' work with David Bowie. He's been on my podcast a few times. Check it out, hashtag teamrabbithole podcast, 321 episodes. How to create images that brought things to the surface to be seen, felt, and ultimately be healed of its own destruction. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer squaring, not trining. Jupiter is squaring Chiron and Aries. So it's like we have to rethink how we go about things for our sake and others. We must risk our own destruction, risk our own failure, and embrace what appears to be a mistake. David Bowie seized upon these things and things that would have been viewed as insignificant. But those things were often the things that bore the most fruit. He wasn't afraid to pull things apart that already looked finished to reveal something unexpected and significant. Moon in Taurus, Sun conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, and Mars. We've got to get our hands dirty in the kitchen to, break some eggs to make a pancake or whatever, cake or whatever the analogy is. When the Starman appears, it is a signal to see what elements of your life can be reinvented and rethought in order to create and reveal something extraordinary. He's calling you to discover your full creative potential. So this is about manifesting your reality. It's happening anyway. How are you participating with it? Ideas are communicated and brought to the physical world with ease. You have everything you need to create the world you desire. Moon in Taurus, Sun in Aquarius. Reconfigure yourself in liberating, expressive, and complex ways. It's a very powerful time right now. It's a very powerful energy and a card. We're evolving. So the clarifier is the Seven of Swords, the mind. If you're an air sign, Gemini's, Libras, and Aquarius, you yourself are a sword, but we all have a mind. And this is on page 134. I want what others have. Desire for what others have, being dishonest and deceptive, challenging cultural values and ideals. I think that's the name of the game here. We're revolutionizing ourselves as within, as without, and we're starting to look at the emperor having no clothes, and we're going to challenge the giant, even though we feel like we're going to get crushed. Let's not be sheep anymore and rise, right? See how they're similar? As above, so below. Like as within, so without. The elements are all within, as without. So we have the capacity to do it. The wild card is coming from the Galactic Heritage deck. It is number 54. Very apropos for the card of the day. New consciousness. Earth, present timeline, on page 93. There is a new consciousness being born on Earth right now. It has to do with the true nature of existence beyond beliefs, thoughts, or emotions. This new consciousness is sprouting from our being like a flower reaching toward the sun, but we often obstruct it by clinging to our distractions such as opinions, drama, and blame. We must become the flower reaching for the sun and value it, like awareness, above all else if we are to transform as a species. Take a few moments every day to visualize yourself as the flower reaching toward the sun and let that sun nourish you and give you everything that you need. So we have everything we need to change the world, change ourselves, and it's going to be about confronting monolithic things, religion, culture, governments, our ignorance, ultimately, to create the new paradigm. That's what's going on. And it is a pressure cooker, but diamonds are made in heat and pressure. The value, Moon and Taurus, comes from extraordinary circumstances that are revolutionary at a molecular level, right? Sun and Aquarius, conjunct Pluto and Mars and Aquarius, all this Aquarius energy. So hopefully this has made sense. If you've enjoyed it, tag somebody, they'll probably dig it too. Holler for a reading. $150 for 3 hours of astrology, $50 for an hour of cards, 5 tarot and 5 oracle cards. But if it's your birthday, happy birthday Aquarians right now, you get half off on either of those offerings, or both if you want 2 things at once. And if you refer somebody to me for any type of reading, you get half off on cards for yourself. So plenty of ways we can raise our vibes, get aware, see things as they are, and really kind of take it to the man internally as well externally without maybe losing our heads. How do we be the change without like guillotining everybody, without losing our fingers, right? So check out the song I wrote for this card. It's awesome, dare I say. And tell me what you think. It'll be in the comments. Enjoy it. It'll turn you on to the archetype of the magician, and it's entertaining also. So check out the card, holler for readings, leave a tip if you feel so inclined, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Enjoy your moon day. Adios.